Hello, today we're going to be going over problem set lesson 24 from module 2. This will help students solve their homework problems as they are the same problems, just different numbers and values. We first want to read the directions. Divide. Show the division in the right-hand column in 2 steps. The first 2 have been done for you. The numbers across from each other, A and B, will be very similar because if we look at our dividend and divisor, we have a 1 and a 2 and a 6. If we look at letter B, we also have a 1 and a 2 and a 6. The only difference is we're dividing by 6 in letter A and 60 in letter B. That's going to change the value of our quotient. First, let's look at A. In order to solve this more easily, we're going to think of an easy mental math problem. I see I have 12 divided by 6. That is an easy math problem that any student can do. If we think about it, 12 divided by 6 is 2. There are 2 6's in 12. Well, if we apply that to my division problem, I must remember that I have one number after my decimal in 1.2. So my answer is no longer 2, but it must be 0.2, as I must have one number after the decimal in my quotient. The left side is now finished. We now go over to B. Now in class, we've crossed this off because they did not write the problem as we did in class. We first want to write the dividend, 1.2. Then we're going to divide this by 60. But we must first separate the 60 into the power of 10 and the value of the 6. So I'm going to divide by 10 first, because there is 1 power of 10 and 60, and then I'm going to divide by 6. So now I have the same problem, I just separated and expanded the 60 and divided by 10 and divided by 6. Now I can continue on the problem. Well, as we've learned previously in Module 1, anytime we multiply or divide by a power of 10, we're simply moving our decimal. Well, when I divide, I'm getting smaller or moving my decimal to the left. And for every power of 10, it's 1 decimal hop. Since I have 1 power of 10, I'm only going to hop 1 time. Which means I'm going to change my 1.2 into 0.12 by moving my decimal over 1 time to the left. I've now solved my first division problem. This is 0.12, and I must continue by dividing it by 6. I now have 2 problems that are very similar from A and now B. I also still have the same easy mental math problem, 12 divided by 6, which is 2. Unfortunately, I no longer have a 12, I have a 0.12. This means I must have 2 numbers after my decimal. So I will have the quotient of 2, but I must make sure I have tenths and hundredths shown in my answer. Well, the only way to make this into a number with a hundredths place is by adding 1 number in front and then a decimal. So now I have 0.02.